Ahoy everybody! Welcome to Family Storytime at the Fond du Lac Public Library. I'm Chris and this is Polly and we're happy to have you with us here today. Now, today is Family Storytime and if you haven't guessed, we'll be reading books about pirates. Now don't forget, before we get into the books, you can still sign up for our summer reading program which runs all the way through August. It is for everybody and there's lots of loot just for reading books. Now, me captain, Miss Sarah, who you all know, told me that we start our story times with a little song about hardtack and lard. But I've been out to sea for a while, so we're going to sing about bread and butter instead. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say ahoy 4 different ways. Usually we say hello, but it's Pirate Day. So today we're going to say ahoy 4 different ways. And the first way is going to be very slowly. Before we start singing, give me your best ahoy. Hey, that was great. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page so we know what we're supposed to be saying. Now we're all going to set a beat and then we're going to sing our song, and you should all know it. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say ahoy as slow as we can. Ahoy! Great job. Now, what's the opposite of slow? That's right, fast. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to say ahoy as quickly as we can. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say ahoy as quick as we can. Ahoy! Wow, that was super fast. I almost didn't hear it. Now, let's say ahoy really, really quietly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say ahoy as quiet as we can. Ahoy. Wow, I could barely hear you. Could you hear me? Because I could barely hear you. Now, what's the opposite of quiet? That's right, loud. Loud, like the sound of a cannon. So let's say ahoy as loudly as we can. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say ahoy as loud as we can. Ahoy! All right, good job. Sounds like you might have woken some folks up with that last ahoy. So let's move on before we get into too much trouble. We'll move on into our second song, which is all about being together. Now, I've been out to sea for a while and you've all been stuck at home a while, so it's nice to think about being together again, and we hope we can be together fairly soon. With this song, we like to do some sign language as we go, and there are 4 different signs that you need to know before we sing the song. The first sign that you need to know is the sign for more. So you take your fingers and you'll tap them together, and that's the sign for more. The second sign that you'll need is together. So you're going to take your fists, you're going to put your fists together, and you're going to move them around like you're stirring a big old pot of grog, right? So that's together. Now happy, you take your palms, put them towards your chest, and then tap up to your face. That's happy. And the last one that you're going to need is the sign for friends. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 index fingers and you're going to turn them into little tiny pirate hooks, and you're just going to hook them into each other like that. Are y'all ready? Remember, more, together, happy, and friends. Are we ready? It goes, the more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Now, I forgot my happy there at the end, but that's all right. I saw you all do it, and that's great. Now we're going to sing one more tune before we get into our first book, and this tune is called Sail, Sail, Sail Your Ship. Now, you're going to recognize the tune from Row, Row, Row Your Boat. We've just adapted it a little bit because pirates don't like to row, they like to sail. So it goes like this. Sail, sail, sail your ship over the salty sea. Raise the anchor, hoist the sail, a pirate's life for me. Uh-oh, it looks like there's a storm coming. Do you see the storm? There's a huge storm coming in. Now careful, we're going to splash, splash, splash. The waves rock us side to side. Grab the ropes, hold on tight. What a bumpy ride. Oh no, we've got a man overboard. Look, do you all see him? Help him up. Tell him, climb, climb, climb aboard. Watch out for the shark. Ahoy, me hearties, land ahead. Get home before it's dark. Good job, everybody. I know that was an adaptation, but you all did a fantastic job. Now that we're safe back at port, why don't we kick back, relax, and listen to a story about a man named Ned. Now, this book is called Ned the Knitting Pirate. It's by Diana Murray and illustrated by Leslie Lammel. Listen to the legend of the crew that sailed the deep aboard a tattered pirate ship called the Rusty Heap. The pirates were a rugged lot, as fierce as they were strong, and as they swabbed the deck one day, they sang this pirate song. We're pirates, out sailing the sea, so scruffy and scrappy and happy are we. We're tougher than gristle and barnacle grit. We heave and we hoe and we swab and we knit. It's Ned. He's knitting. The whole crew turned and stared at Ned. The ship was deadly quiet. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit. You might too if you try it. The captain stomped his wooden leg. I won't be hearing that. A scurvy pirate doesn't knit nor wear a fuzzy hat. They sailed on to an island where the crew began to dig. And when they found a treasure chest, they sang and danced a jig. Ready? We're pirates, out sailing the sea. We do what we likes and we likes to be free. We ain't scared of nothing, not one little bit. We heave and we hoe and we dig and we knit. There's Ned knitting again. The crew was all in stitches, but the captain's nerves were frayed. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit. This hat be custom made. The captain shook his golden hook. I won't be hearing that. A scurvy pirate doesn't knit nor wear a fuzzy hat. The pirates brought the chest aboard and counted each doubloon, then cooked a batch of squid ink soup and sang another tune. Are you ready to sing? Get your best pirate voice going. Ready? We're pirates, out sailing the sea, as scary and hairy as any could be. We're grouchy and slouchy, we don't ever quit. We slurp and we burp and we gulp and we knit. The captain got so mad, he turned as red as lobster stew. Yar, said Ned, I likes to knit, and that be what I do. The captain stomped and shook his hook. I'll not have knitting talk. You'd best not knit another stitch, or down the plank you'll walk. That's scary, right? So Ned went sadly to his bunk and stowed his hat away. He packed his needles, balls of yarn, and skull-trim applique. He folded up his blanket with the Jolly Roger crest and stashed it with the knitted scarves, the mittens, and the rest. That night, Ned heard a mighty splash. A chill raced down his back. The captain yelled, all hands on deck! Prepare for an attack! And just as Ned had feared, it was the briny ocean beast who loved to snack on pirate ships, his favorite floating feast. His tentacles were thick with slime, his eyes a ghastly yellow, and cannonballs bounced off his sides as if his skin was jello. Jello monster. The hungry beast ripped through the sail and gobbled down a chunk, while Ned raced back to quarters and dragged up his knitting trunk. What do you think he's going to do? I don't know, only one way to find out. The captain called, Avast! This be no time for knitting, Ned. But Ned rolled out the catapult. I've got a plan, he said. Ned's blanket soared into the air and landed with a slap The beast was oh so cozy he could not resist a nap. He yawned a great big yawn and swam back down into his den. Another 100 years would pass before he'd wake again. The pirates danced aboard the ship and sang, "Yo-ho, hooray! 3 cheers for Ned the knitting pirate, hero of the day." And how'd the pirates fix the sail? Knit 1, purl 2, repeat. The pirates knitted together till the new sail was complete. The crew aboard the rusty heap went on about their duties while wearing fuzzy hats and scarves and knitting pirate booties. But they were still a rugged lot, as fierce as they were strong, and every time they swabbed the deck, they sang this pirate song. Are you ready to sing one more time? Ready? We're pirates, out sailing the sea. We do what we likes, and we likes to be free. We're tougher than gristle and barnacle grit. We heave and we hoe, and we swab and we knit. All right, so that was Ned the Knitting Pirate. He's got a nice pirate tune there for you. Now, the nice thing about that pirate tune is if you remember the words, you can just, or if you remember the tune, you can just put any words that you want to as you're going along. Now, speaking of pirate tunes, let's sing another little sea shanty. This one's called If You Are a Pirate and You Know It, Clap Your Hands. So, what we're going to do is we're going to sing about clapping and stomping and shouting ahoy, and you're going to hear the sea wind blowing as well. Are you all ready? If you're a pirate and you know it, clap your hands. If you're a pirate and you know it, clap your hands. If you're a pirate and you know it, then you'll hear the sea wind blowing. If you're a pirate and you know it, clap your hands. Very good. Now let's stomp our feet. Get your stomping feet ready. You have some stomping feet ready? All right. If you're a pirate and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a pirate and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a pirate and you know it, then you'll hear the sea wind blowing. If you're a pirate and you know it, stomp your feet. All right, last one. We're going to shout ahoy again. Give me another big ahoy. All right, ready? If you're a pirate and you know it, shout ahoy. Ahoy! If you're a pirate and you know it, shout ahoy. Ahoy! If you're a pirate and you know it, then you'll hear the sea wind blowing. If you're a pirate and you know it, shout ahoy. Ahoy! All right, great job, everyone. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to another book. This one is called Eleanor Wyatt, Princess and Pirate. Now you might guess that she likes to play in more than one way, and that's okay. So this is Eleanor Wyatt, Princess and Pirate, written by Rachel McFarlane and illustrated by Spencer Laudiero. All right. My name is Eleanor Wyatt. Some days I'm a princess, some days I'm a pirate. There she is, a princess and a pirate. I've lived in a castle, the best in the land. It's also a fort for my swashbuckling band. I have 15 teapots for serving my tea, and I don't spill a drop when I sail the high seas. You see, it looks like she takes her dog with her everywhere, too. I can sword fight the scariest bad guys in town. Then I twirl to the ball in my finest ball gown. There's a really nice ball gown she's got there too, huh? My high heels can sparkle in the warm summer sun, but I kick them off when I'm ready to run. I must wear my crown when I go to the park. Then I switch to my cape when it starts to get dark. A princess, a pirate, she's a superhero right here. My mom says I don't have to play just one way. My dad says there's no right or wrong way to play. What's she doing right here? Yeah, it looks like she's flying in an airplane, doesn't it? She's got water balloons. Her dad's coming after her too. It looks like a lot of fun. She's a rock star over here. My tutus are fluffy and twirly and pink. My ninjagi's blacker than the blackest black ink. Do you see her on that page? She's kind of hiding. Yeah, she's right there, eating popcorn. I'm awaiting my prince while trapped in a tower. Then I'm saving the world with my superpower. It's a pretty good looking dragon too, isn't it? My friends and I like to play different things. We're cowboys and monsters and fairies with wings. Let your inner light shine and be who you are. Let your friends do the same and you'll shine like a star. My dad tucks my dolls all cozy in bed. Mom puts my monster mask snug on my head. I can be anything that I want to be. I'm a princess, a pirate, but I'm also just me. So that was Eleanor Wyatt, Princess and Pirate. I'm a big fan of that book because it talks about doing what you like to do and playing how you like to play. What was your favorite part of that book? Oh, that's great. My favorite part was the part where she was all dressed up in her ninja-gi and you couldn't see her, and she was sneaking the popcorn from behind her, and Mom was covering Dad's face. It looks like maybe they were watching a scary movie. Now we're coming close to the end of family story time today, but I have one more song to sing with you about 5 little parrots that were sitting in a tree. Now you might have heard this song as 5 little monkeys swinging in a tree, but we're going to sing it about parrots instead. Now you'll see we've got, how many parrots do we have here? Can you count them with me? Ready? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 5 parrots. Now let's find out what happens to those 5 little parrots when they're sitting in a tree. Ready? 5 little parrots sitting in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Along came Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and he snapped that parrot right out of that tree. So it looks like he got one. This parrot flew away. Sorry, I hope that's not Polly's brother or anything like that. Now, how many parrots do we have left? Let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. We have 4 parrots left. Ready? 4 little parrots sitting in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Along came Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and he snapped that parrot right out of that tree. So if you've got 4 and you take 1 away, how many do you have left? That's right, you have 3 parrots left. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 little parrots sitting in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. You can't catch me. Along came Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and he snapped that parrot right out of that tree. We've got 3. Crocodile got 1. How many are left? That's right. We've got 2 parrots up here. And Polly doesn't count. I know we're not counting him in this. 2 parrots left up here. Ready? 2 little parrots sitting in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Along came Mr. Crocodile, quiet as can be, and he snapped that parrot right out of that tree. There were 2. Now there's only 1. Right? Just 1 parrot left. 1, and you'd think he would have caught wise by now, but there's 1 little parrot sitting in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Along came Mr. Crocodile, as quiet as can be, and he snapped that parrot right out of that tree. So what happened? It was a hungry, hungry crocodile. Ooh, it was a hungry crocodile, and he ate all the parrots because they were teasing him. I don't really have a moral to that story other than don't tease crocodiles, which is a really good moral. This is our crocodile. We'll leave him there. And I think that brings us to the end of story time, which means it's time to sing our goodbye song, which features an alligator, maybe a crocodile. I'm not really sure. We'll have to look at that. Now, don't forget to tune in to our regularly scheduled story times. We're still doing toddler story time and preschool story time are happening on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We're doing a family story time every Thursday. We've got Spanish story time on Fridays. We've got Kit of the Week videos coming. You can draw with Miss Katie on Thursdays. So even though we can't all be together here at the library, there is still lots and lots of stuff for you to be able to do with us online. Just go out to our website, check out Facebook, lots of stuff for you to do. So our last song, our goodbye song, is See You Later, Alligator. And you should know it. This might be the first time that I've sang it, so we'll see how that goes. It goes, see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. Give a hug, jellybug, ladybug. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. All right, thank you all for coming out and joining me today. I hope you had a good time. I did, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.